Got a little bit of the bubbly.
We're popping the cork on this 2019 episode.
Popping the cork?
Jesus Christ!
Alright, guys. Get your cups here.
Oh, but you're gonna have to fix that.
Oh, shit!
We are talking about our most anticipated games, looking forward to 2019. Or movies. We will be covering games too. But
Year of Country Boy.
got a little bit of sparkling wine.
Yeah, because we're classy like that.
Champagne.
Baby duck.
It's not champagne unless it comes from champagne.
Yeah. But I'm calling it champagne anyway.
Okay.
Already.
We'll be talking about our most anticipated movies, looking ahead to 2019. Obviously, we're judging by whatever the schedule says. Things could change around. But, get things started with a little shot, and then we'll introduce ourselves after that.
Right, guys. Cheers.
Some Jaeger.
Happy New Year.
You know what? Yeah, the spice was
Better.
Yeah, gets rid of that grossness. I don't know.
That's hurting you.
So we'll introduce ourselves, starting with the left.
I am Mr. and the only country boy that matters.
Mr.
I am LewisLightning. And on my right here.
Oh, jump cut. I'm excited. What? I'm MussKeg.
Jump cut. So yeah, we're gonna look ahead, make a list, all of our top movie prospects of 2019.
Oh, I can't wait for this year to come.
Since I think last year you started movies, I believe.
Sure.
We'll start with MussKeg this year.
You're doing 5?
Top
again?
5.
Top
Okay.
five.
So start with your
my
lowest
Okay.
first.
So my lowest one I'm gonna have is going. This is interesting.
Sharp edge.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna say. I go back and forth because there's 2 live action Disney's coming out next year.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't there 3?
I think there is three, actually.
I'm not as
So
Lion King, Aladdin,
and Dumbo.
and Dumbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
ironically enough, the one I'm thinking I'm most excited to see was not my favorite. Was not
favorite growing up.
favorite growing up. Dumbo.
Dumbo?
I'm gonna put it as number 5. Yeah.
Really?
The trailer for that, I'm like,
I didn't watch it
No,
before.
it
I
looks
just
so good. Honestly, Aladdin was my favorite Disney movie growing up. I'm really worried about how they're gonna do the genie.
I want to see a live action drunk elephant.
Lion King, I think is just gonna be a shot-for-shot remake. So
That looks
this
like
trailer looks like it.
Hey, honestly, I'm excited for that.
That's fine.
That's a good thing. That's a Beauty and the Beast
But
basically was, though.
here's the one thing I'm gonna.
And that was a great movie.
So you know what? Anyways, I'm just thinking. I think Dumbo's gonna have that. I think it's gonna do a real good job of tugging on the heartstrings.
What I'm worried about is the trailer shows. It's basically about the humans, and they're always the ones talking. They don't have that the most do. They don't have Dumbo talk. The animals don't talk. It seems like in this movie.
Yeah, it's a different take, which I like.
Yeah,
about
which
it,
is what I'm skeptical
but we'll
about.
see.
Craig,
So I could probably rotate. I could rotate any one of those, but I'm putting one of those as the.
MussKeg, I think you're being a Dumbo.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Actually, I just put it there because I'm excited to see the racist crows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hope they better not.
Have you seen an elephant fly?
I've seen a house fly.
I'll tell you what, they better not cut those guys out.
It's probably gonna be just some people singing it.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it won't be.
I know.
It probably won't even be black.
Yeah, I know. Too bad.
Be some doves, white doves.
Can you imagine in this day and age if they did that? Oh man.
Yeah.
They'll probably have. I bet you they'll have crows. They won't be black though.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see
British.
when we do our review, because I would put like all 3 of those ones as a rotating thing. I'm just at the moment Dumbo's the one that got me the most. So
They're gonna British crows. John Cleese, Eric Idle. That would work.
Yeah. Have the
Anyways.
dudes from Monty Python.
my number 4, Captain Marvel.
Really?
Very excited to see that actually. I'm a big
Okay.
Brie Larson fan, and you know I think it'll be interesting to see because I think it's set in like an earlier time period,
Yeah,
it's
90s.
and
90s.
I've recently seen.
That's why she crashed into a blockbuster.
Yeah. I've recently seen some photos where they show like Phil Coulson. He's got like a full set of hair.
Yeah.
Which.
And Samuel L. Jackson's got his eye.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right.
So I don't know. I just think it's one that I didn't think I was gonna like as much, but I really like Brie Larson, and I like how they're setting her up to probably be the
What I want
runner for the
to
new.
see is the Skrulls.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see
Yeah.
more than anything.
I'll talk about it more. I have it on my list.
Yeah.
So slight spoiler if you want.
Number 3 I
Just
have
skip
on
ahead
my
over
list.
Lewis, I guess.
Number 3 I have on my list is going to be Oh, sorry. How am I even doing this? Star Wars, the new Star Wars coming up. Does it have a title yet?
No, just
not
episode
far
9.
down.
So I wasn't one of those people who shit on the
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi as much as everybody else seemed to. I mean, it didn't go the way I was thinking it to. There could have been improvements, but I still thought it was a good movie.
I'm with you.
You know,
I'm with you.
I was gonna say, it's like a few months down the line since you saw Last Jedi. Has anything changed in your opinion of it? That's there's just something called like Star Wars regret.
Last Jedi came out a year ago,
like it more
so
than
it's
they
been.
want.
No, you know, not too much. The biggest regret I have was just I didn't really like the Rey, the interaction between Rey and Kylo as much as I
liked the interaction. I didn't like the lack of her backstory. The lack of backstory.
You know what?
There.
Actually, my biggest
hated that.
disappointment. I shouldn't say that. That's
Oh no, for Snoke.
the two
The
things I
backstory
didn't
for
like.
Snoke.
The two things I didn't like were one, they basically kill off Snoke.
I thought it was a cool killing. The way he killed him was
but
awesome.
I mean, he's supposed to
Didn't
be
mean
like the Emperor in the third one. You know?
I'm kind of glad they did.
And two,
they did kill him, but
I didn't like how they
more.
belittled her backstory. I was like, no, you're just a junker. You know, she didn't need to be Luke's daughter.
No, she didn't need to be.
Something like that.
But honestly, if they're gonna do that with her, then at least give us a backstory for Snoke. Give us a backstory for one of them. Yeah. Not have both of them be like, they just something.
Yeah.
So somebody's.
So that's why it's number 3.
But I still liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm knocking on it, but I still.
You guys are gonna be surprised by my number 1. I think. My number 2. Yeah, those things they seal at the bottom, so you gotta drink it fast. Number 2 is the Avengers non-named
Avengers 4
Part 2 of Infinity War.
By the time this comes out, they'll probably have names.
What did you do?
The bottom part cracked because they're like 2 separate pieces. So, anyways,
I cracked it right there.
Number 2, Avengers the 4. Liking to see how they handle what happened at the end of Infinity Wars.
The biggest drawback is I think almost all comic book fans know that most of the people that died are coming back.
But I am I'm still nervous like I was for Infinity Wars about who the characters we've kind of grown up with as the Marvel characters, who's going to be gone. So
I think you're most worried about RDJ.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
As long as it's suiting send-off, I'm ready for most people.
My number 1 most anticipated movie next year, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I had a rejuvenated hope for this.
Interested in what
Glass.
Oh, yeah. You know, I should have seen that coming.
The supposed third portion of the
the Unbreakable.
What's that universe? The Unbreakable universe?
I think because that's the first movie. I think it's the easiest way to say it.
I'm very excited for this movie to see how they do it. Just can't wait for that battle between the Beast and Bruce Willis that you know is going to come at some point. And what other mutants are we?
I feel like
creatures are out there. They're beings, right?
Well, everybody goes back to that whole at the end of Unbreakable when he's looking through the newspaper clippings at Ezekiel Glass.
I forget his first name.
Glasses.
Yeah, Glass.
Is just a glass. When they're looking and there's talking about other people, so there's obviously more.
Is there a reference like
they talk.
I don't know. I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch it again.
I don't know if a beast is mentioned, but yeah.
Oh yeah, see, it's fucked.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Just use it as a funnel to your mouth. Just have the bottle here and
just like pour into it. Jeez, save some for. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but yeah, number 1 Glass. I anticipate at the end of the year Glass.
This guy could use a glass.
Number 1 Glass.
I anticipate at the end of the year Glass will probably be more so in like the 3 spot for me. And Avengers maybe jump to 1. But it's the one I'm most excited for because...
I'm glad you mentioned it because it's not on my top 5 list. But I want to see it. I really want to see it.
Wow!
Yeah, I think it's not on my top 5.
And
I really
also
want
make a prediction, even though I'm most excited for Dumbo, I would not be surprised if one of the other live action ones swaps in for the spot.
I've always been a big fan. It's not on my list, I'm just going to talk about it now. But I've always been a big fan of The Lion King.
Yeah.
And I haven't had much excitement for the live action Disney stuff. But since seeing it, and it's a shot-for-shot remake so far from the trailers, I'm really excited for it now.
Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. So my 2019 most anticipated movies. You know what? This year has a lot of stuff that I'm actually excited for. I don't want to say I'm overly excited for anything though. Everything's just kind of like a mild excitement, anticipation. So, my number 5, and this is going to probably harkens back.
Hey, buddy.
Harkens back to my previous year's list, and it being low. Avengers 4. It's my number 5 pick.
That's your 5?
I'm just not sure what to expect from them. Like, okay, well, people that come back to life, they'll beat Thanos. The only thing I might have a little bit of excitement for, well, there's two things I'm excited for. How they're going to set up the next phase. Because everything from like the first Avengers movie to now has been leading to Thanos.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'm excited for is, I almost had it so close. We're 2/3 of the way there. I want to see Star-Lord, Ant-Man, and who's
Spider-Man?
And Spider-Man, yes,
all
and Spider-Man
the
on
smart-ass quips.
Yeah, all the smart-ass guys. We had Spider-Man and Star-Lord on screen together with Stark, and that was kind of interesting. Like, what does he say? Is Dirty Dan? Well, not Dirty Dancing. Is Footloose? Fuck, what movie was it? Is it still the greatest movie that was ever made? It never was. It never was. And then he doesn't even say it. Just his face. He's like so excited. And then just that change in face. That was great. And Ant-Man being in there, like you were saying in our one of our year reviews, he is probably one of the best characters.
I think he's the funniest.
Paul Rudd is a great actor. I mean,
it's because of Paul Rudd.
Watch like any Paul Rudd movie.
And he is really cool when he becomes giant. Like, it'd have been interesting to see a giant Ant-Man fighting a regular-sized Thanos to see what that would have looked like.
I hope we do see it. Now that I never thought of it.
Pretty awesome.
I want to see him just like trying to pulverize him, and just little Thanos holds him.
I could also see him
awesome.
like tiny, like going in his ear or something like that.
That's people bring that up a lot too.
And then they grow big inside of him or something. But he won't do that. 'Cause that's pretty gory.
I don't know. I'm assuming we're probably all gonna have it on our list. I'll save that for Country Boy to make true or not. Avengers 4, I'm talking about that being on all our lists. But my number 4 might be a surprise. Godzilla King of the Monsters. I was not big on the 2014 Godzilla reboot.
It's not called Godzilla versus King Kong?
No, well, I looked this up on, I can't remember if it was just like Google's homepage or what, maybe it was IMDb, but it's called it Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh, I thought it was like a versus.
I think that's coming after, which would be kind of
weird.
really?
Oh, you know what? I think you're right, because I think they're going to do like Mothra, him fighting Mothra in this movie or something.
Rodan and King Ghidorah are all supposed to be in it.
3 of them?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I was not big in the 2014 kind of reimagining of Godzilla, reboot, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I liked his design in a lot of it, but the direction was terrible. So I think this has potential of good direction. I saw the trailer. As far as Godzilla enemies go, King Ghidorah is my favorite, so I'm totally amped when I saw that. And all you got was like the shadow. I was like, fuck. That's such a lead into it. Mothra I don't really care a whole lot about, but I do like Rodan as well. I don't know. I know you guys like kaiju movies, but you're probably not into the history of Godzilla as much as I am.
I'm not into the history. I like the idea, and I like the movies for what they are. Big monster movies.
Yeah.
You know?
I watched like a whole bunch from the kids, so I'm excited for that. My number 3, and I know Country Boy doesn't care, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Is that coming out? Yeah.
That was on the list. I'm going by what I had on the list.
Huh. Do you think there would have been a trailer for it?
I'm being sarcastic. I know it's coming out next year.
I
know he's not sarcastic, but I was being sarcastic.
I hadn't seen anything about it.
Well, it's coming out like 2 months after the next Avengers.
And that's why, like I was kind of saying before, not hugely excited because we haven't got a trailer for this yet.
Oh, but it's got Mysterio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who's playing Mysterio again?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. So we haven't seen anything of it though. Like he could be doing terrible or not. That's what I'm worried
about. Jake Gyllenhaal. Actually, no. I'm just excited about Mysterio.
And I want to see him on screen.
With the CGI, it is the way it is. Yeah.
The title, Far From Home. People are like, oh, it's going to be going to space or other dimensions.
I think it's a play on Homecoming and him like not being around. Like he's probably not going to be around home because I heard it's going to be set in London. Some of it.
Yeah. So.
And I also heard that like it's like a play on Homecoming, which was the first movie, and that it's far from being that movie. It's something totally different.
That's when Annie went and became a stripper, and she meets Mickey Rourke when he's arrested.
Yeah.
That's that part of her story arc.
Oh yeah.
If they connected that in, I'd be like, yes, best ever.
Nice tits.
And then
Randy
the
Ram's got to take on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Mickey Rourke was already in Iron Man 2.
He's already in the MCU too.
But yeah,
if I skip and rope down.
If I just knew more about the story, I would definitely be more interested. Mm-hmm. Knowing Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm excited if he does it well.
You know, I'm surprised every time you put Spider-Man on one of your lists because I know you're not even a fan of the guy.
The thing is,
it always surprises me.
Talking about Homecoming, I love fucking Shocker, and he was in that. Mm-hmm. I loved who else was in there? Was Shocker, Scorpion. Scorpion was in that.
Yeah.
This one's got
more than anything.
This one's got Mysterio, and I'm almost positive we're gonna see someone else, a lower level guy, like maybe like Electro. Or
I'm sure we'll see like Scorpion more developed as well too, because he was only like hinted at.
His name is Max Geiger.
Gargan.
Damn it.
Gargan, yeah.
I wonder if we're setting up for Sinister Six based on what's happening. It seems that way.
Yeah. I hope so much.
My number 2, again, I'm excited. I haven't seen anything for it. Hellboy, the rebooted one.
David, what's his name? Harbour.
Yeah.
Yes, the dude from Stranger Things.
Great casting.
I love the original.
He's got that big face too.
Yeah.
You know everything. Yeah.
I love the original.
Did he get shredded for that fucking movie too? He's not in that great of shape in Stranger Things.
Well,
or is that just prosthetics?
I don't know if Ron Perlman's exactly.
Actually, no, Ron Perlman is. He's jacked.
I don't really think Hellboy has been that shredded.
They can do with prosthetics, I think, with him. You know, even if he doesn't.
Yeah. But But
you've seen the image of him. He's got like fucking abs and he's got like huge arms. Yeah. I'm wondering if that's prosthetics or not.
I'm thinking.
I love the first 2 movies. It's not the same. It's not.
It's not going to be a continuation. It's a reboot.
It's the same lore, right? So I like all that weird stuff that they have in there.
I've heard it's going to be darker, I think, too.
That could be interesting. As long as it says weird. Yeah. That's my biggest thing.
That's what I love about Del Toro's movies. His characters are so creative.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. Fucking
that hand thing, and just like looking around like that. Cool.
There's so many good characters, but like in Del Toro's the first Hellboy, that damn dude who like winds himself up.
That is the second one.
No, first one.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So you're thinking the smoke guy is like, "Seth is
the German."
He was good too for fucking Seth. I want to be Green.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. For a Seth MacFarlane character, I usually hate him, but this one was good. Yeah. But excited for that. I just want to see something of it.
Yeah. No, it's a cool universe.
See me? How can you see me? Remember the second one? He's got like those goggles.
It's like those trolls. The troll mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's this ugly fucking troll hag, dude.
All right, number 1.
And my number 1, echoing MussKeg, Captain Marvel. Again, we got a trailer, so that's why it's on there. It doesn't look as interesting as like other like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But it's your number 1, eh? Oh, okay.
But like I said, everything is kind of toned down.
He just wants to see Brie Larson in a skin-tight suit.
He didn't even want her to be in that role.
I didn't even want her to be in that role.
He doesn't even want her.
He probably would have wanted like some big jugged Pamela Anderson.
He wanted some chick from Vikings or something that nobody knows.
Yes.
You've talked about this.
Catherine Winnick.
Yes.
I was gonna say. So it's an MCU movie, so I'm almost positive on the quality. It's not gonna be anything below average. I can say that.
Yeah.
I think from what I see in the trailer, it looks pretty good. And I'm interested to see always more cosmic. There's so much of the Marvel universe that's not even been touched. They just got into cosmic with Guardians of the Galaxies. Now they're just getting to magic with Doctor Strange. There's so many more dimensions, universes to handle. And the quality of the cast. Brie Larson is Oscar winner. More for me, I don't really care for her a whole lot, but I haven't seen a whole lot from her, so I don't want to judge. But Jude Law. I love Jude Law. Yeah. And I'm interested to see, people are wondering if he's going to be like an ally that trains her, or
be a Krull.
An enemy that...
It's pretty good Dumbledore, I'll tell you that.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good Dumbledore.
Haven't seen that. You won't ruin it.
Just saying, you know.
Sweet. But I'm a fan of Captain Marvel in the comics too, so interested to see, especially with like a new female hero.
Shazam!
Wait. No, that's not that Captain Marvel.
Oh.
But that's your number 1, so you want to start off with that?
Oh, that is coming up next year too,
Let's move on to John here.
Yeah, I don't have any DC on my list, sorry guys. That's the thing we should do, we have a DC episode.
I can't talk about anything.
It doesn't have to be movies, it could be just DC.
A deep crap episode.
Whatever, anyways. I'll go with number 5. I know 2 years ago I had the prequel, or sequel, whatever, on my list. John Wick 3. Because I heard it's coming out next year, and I love both of the first 2 John Wicks. Do
they have, like, subtitle or whatever, the subtitles to their titles? Is it just John Wick?
No, it's just 1,
John 2,
or that's
John Wick
3.
2.
I think.
I thought it was
maybe chapter. I can't remember.
I thought it was something like I heard about this one being like John Wick 3, Hotel of Thieves, or something like that. Isn't there some kind of Assassins?
There's another movie that's got a hotel with freaking assassins.
Maybe I'm confusing it, but I thought there was subtitles.
And there's supposedly supposed to be like a TV series based on the hotel that's in the John Wick movies, but he's not going to be actually in the movie, just the hotel.
Okay.
But John Wick 3, modern action movies, I think these are the best modern action movies that have come out in the last 10 years, the John Wick movies. And you know, I'm not a huge Keanu Reeves fan, but I think these movies are fucking epic. These are great movies. Like, The first one I think is slightly better than the second one, but the second one still holds its own. I think it's a great movie, and for the third one to be coming out, I'm just loving the idea that it's going to be fucking even more balls out than the second one. Yes. Number 4, Star Wars Episode 9. I know we talked about a little bit. Don't have a clue. There's no trailers for it yet, as of this recording anyways. Don't even know what it's called yet. But, I mean, I know J.J. Abrams is back in the director's seat, which is something I'm excited about because he did Episode 7.
Was Rian Johnson supposed to be the director for this one?
No, they never actually had a third director, I don't think, for this one. But since he did 7, and I love 7 so much, I'm happy to see him like bring it back to what he started and see what he does with Rian Johnson's movie. Maybe he can fix some things a little bit.
I'm going to call it Star Wars 9, The Jedi Strike Back.
Ooh.
No. I bet you won't have Jedi in there whatsoever in the title. But I don't know if you guys want to say any more, but we talked about it already.
No, it's...
Number 3, a trailer just came out for this. It's a teaser. Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for Toy Story. This one's not tickling any of my anticipation buttons. It's
still a teaser so far.
It is on my honorable mentions.
By the way, I could be wrong, I didn't follow up on this, but you saw the teaser where it's like the two guys that are at it.
Yeah, with Key and Peele.
Okay,
yeah.
But you recognize that they were
doing, absolutely. This is my jam!
Yeah.
I thought that was so clever that they took one of those, you know the Key and Peele things where they're talking, they're like the bellboys, right?
They're like bellhops in front of the hotel or whatever.
Oh man, that Khaleesi!
Well, then like Liam Neeson's is my jam!
Liam Neeson's!
Totally. I'm stoked for Toy Story 4 because, you know, Toy Stories have all been great. I don't think this has been a bad one in the bunch.
Yeah.
And then number 2, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You have that on your list?
Yeah, surprising, right? Who would have thought? Spider-Man, you know, the greatest superhero to ever live. Getting another movie. You can never have too many Spider-Man movies. You know? Yeah. Even though there is one coming out in December, the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but that, yeah.
Which I'm going to see
movie.
totally.
It's a cartoon.
That's your number 1?
No, it's not my number 1. It's not even out next year. It's coming out this
Spider-Verse?
year.
Yeah, I guess, right.
2018. 2019 is what we're talking about right now. But number 1 is no surprise. It's been on both of your guys' list. Infinity War 2 or whatever.
Especially if that was your Avengers movie of all.
It probably wouldn't have been if Avengers Infinity War wasn't my number 1 last year. But because it is my favorite, I'm so looking forward to how they follow up this movie.
It's hard not to rate it highly because the first Avengers, like any of the team-up stuff, is like a culmination of all the movies together. Yeah. And then this is like a culmination of everything until now, like these two parts.
You know, it's funny. It's amazing how the previous movie affects how you anticipate the next one, because if The Last Jedi had gone the way it was, if The Last Jedi had been just as good as The Force Awakens, this Star Wars would have been the number 1 most anticipated for me for the year.
Probably,
but they, you know, I swapped them basically with Avengers.
That's why it's number 5 on mine. Well, honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. We'll start with MussKeg since he started this.
I mean, I'll say I said it already, but I'll say the 2 other live-action Disney's, Aladdin and Lion King, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't know how excited I am this because
talk about one.
I will. It's just one. The last person to.
Talk about both of them, but one at a time.
I'm just going to do. The last person to play this role was the best performance, in my opinion, ever in film.
Of a cartoon character?
No, of a character.
Of a character.
Period. And it's the new Joker movie coming out with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
That's on your honorable mention.
It's on my honorable mention. And it's tough because Heath Ledger was my favorite performance all time.
Yeah.
But Joaquin Phoenix is a really good actor.
He's a brilliant actor. So I won't take that away from him.
The only thing it kind of takes away is, I just haven't liked any DC movies that have come out that haven't been a Batman movie.
At all connected to the DC universe too?
Well, it's his origin story too, which will be interesting.
Which makes no sense. Like,
I'm not sure what
they're not very clear on whether it's supposed to be connected. If he's like a second Joker.
The Joker is it's my favorite Batman villain, everybody's favorite, really. I mean, it's kind of most. And Joaquin Phoenix. So those two things together, let's see how it looks. And some of the screen images I've seen of it so far, it looks like they're going a bit grittier and everything. So we'll see.
Just his makeup. I hope that's not his actual makeup for like his Joker character.
That'll be before.
I'm hoping it's like the before. I'm hoping.
Anyways, not a fan of Leto's take on it. Leto.
I never saw it.
Oh, you never. Honestly, he didn't do a terrible job or anything. It just he was so unnecessary in that movie.
Yeah.
That movie, he could have not been in that movie and it would have been the same fucking movie.
So I'll just leave that there then first. I mean, there's lots more, but I just keep it simple.
Yeah, there is lots more, and that's probably what's on my list. I'll go through them real quick. Dark Phoenix, I'm always interested in a comic movie. Not so big on the Fox universe. Wondering how it's going to, I'm assuming, end.
Yeah.
What's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is the storyline that we should have got with X-Men 3.
Yeah.
It didn't really pan out. So, very low expectations for quality, but I just want to see where it goes.
Just waiting for that Quicksilver scene, you know? It's
coming.
That's all they're
It's always
banking on.
that hype. It's gonna. Oh man, that was the best part of the last two fucking movies.
He's going to be jumping asteroid to asteroid in space. That's what's going to be happen. Another.
Underwater.
It's in space.
I'll go underwater. I'll be like spurting the
He's
water.
be useless.
So fast.
This is honorable mention. Another honorable mention. You mentioned it. Shazam.
Oh yeah.
I'm not liking the costumes and stuff. I'm not liking his costumes, and I think Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
Should have worked
Or
out
Levi,
more.
Exactly Levi. I think
Like
it's.
the padded costume does not work.
No, it does not look like his body.
It's some good comedy. I kind of like that, but I don't know. I love Shazam. Captain Marvel was what he used to be called. I like him as a character,
Wasn't
but
The Rock supposed to be Shazam?
No, he's the villain. Adam.
Oh.
yeah, that's weird.
Which isn't even in this movie.
It's not in the movie. They took him and they're apparently going to make him for Superman.
Like, what is
But now
DC
Henry
doing?
Cavill's not being Superman.
DC
What's
is
going on?
fucking everything up.
Shazam, on my honorable mentions. The new Men in Black.
Oh, that's on mine
Also
too.
Men in Black?
That's on mine too. Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth?
It's gonna be in London with Chris Hemsworth.
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, some other British chick. British person.
But Will Smith?
No. It's like
If he
it's
was
like
in
the
it, that'd
London.
be awesome.
It might be a cameo, but it's like the London Men in Black. It seems like so.
But
Oh yeah.
I never heard of Tessa Thompson prior to Thor Ragnarok, and she did not wow me in Thor Ragnarok. Chris Hemsworth I like,
Yeah.
but he's not a comedy
Was
actor.
Tessa Thompson
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking.
I mean, there's a lot of good-looking people in Hollywood, though.
I honestly, they could have cast the shittiest actors for a Men in Black movie, and I would have been like excited for it because I just love Men in Black universe. I want more Men in Black. That's what I want.
I used to be like that, and then I'm like,
Then I saw the second one.
you get
Men in
disappointed.
Black 3 was good though.
3 was good. 2 was terrible.
Disappointing.
But you get into stuff like Dumb and Dumber, and I'm like, okay, now I can't just be excited because it's a sequel to a movie I like.
No.
But anyways, Men in Black, Toy Story 4, which I already mentioned.
Yeah.
The trailers haven't really amped me up any more than what I
They're
was.
just teasers. They're not really
So-
like story trailers or anything like that. So
And then, like I mentioned it in our year in review, the New Mutants.
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see this. It's sort of like a horror take on the Fox universe.
Yeah.
Might be pushed back. You know?
Who knows? Yeah, I also had Aladdin on my list because and Lion King as well too. But you know, it's gonna be hopefully it's worthy of the cartoons that came out years prior. Aladdin was my favorite growing up. You know, it's gonna be different seeing the genie as Will Smith. You know,
Yeah, it's gonna ruin it.
it's gonna be weird. I don't think it's gonna ruin it. I think it's gonna be a different take. It'll still be good.
You think he's gonna rap?
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, is all he's gonna do. The whole
I guess
fucking
it's
thing.
just, I looked at the trailer for it, it was a teaser. I just don't feel like they're going to have the songs, and the songs are the best part about it.
They'll have the songs.
Oh, they
I
better.
think they will.
I thought Mulan was.
Oh,
Mulan's gonna be.
Is it
they're
next
going
year,
to
though?
turn
Is it next
I
year?
think it's
all Will
year
Smith
after.
ones are going to be damn raps. That's what they're
Yeah.
going to do.
I just told.
Maybe.
I hope the Sultan throws.
Prince
one-
Ali. Wicka, wicka, wicka. Yes, it is he.
You ain't
Oh,
never
yeah,
had a
wow.
friend like me.
I hope Sultan throws like Will Smith out of the house and it's like ah as he gets.
Yeah, jazz.
Do you want to cover?
Sorry, I Men in Black was another one of mine. We were talking
Sorry,
about.
I thought.
And this one, I'm not sure if it really is, but I saw it somewhere. Is that it's coming out next year? A sequel to Zombieland. Zombieland 2.
So it's coming out this year?
I saw it. That it was supposed to be coming out 2019.
That's the entire original cast. I thought I heard.
I'm
it.
excited.
From what
for that,
I read,
That's the case.
whether it's true, I don't
Woody
know.
Harrelson. Got a Woody.
Exactly.
Woody for
You got
Woody.
your Woody. But if it's the same cast of characters, even if it isn't, I'm still looking forward to Zombieland 2 because it's a good zombie movie.
Underrated,
It's a comedy zombie movie, and it's a fun, just sit there on the fucking Sunday night, hungover, watch a movie. It's fun. It's a great movie.
Beauty.
Do we want to cover the games or we're just see for part 2?
I think
it
might
for
for
part
part
two.
2.
Well, then I guess you'll have to join us for part 2 where we cover our most anticipated games of 2019. Looking ahead, anyways.
Yeah.
Where can we find everyone at?
Twitch, Twitter, PSN, MussKeg.
I am the Lewis Lightning on Twitch, and you can find me Lewis Lightning 1 on Xbox.
360.
You gotta use the Xbox One to get on there. Hey.
And I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
I'm not on there much, that's why I advertise.
As CountryBoy_9.
Beauty.
We'll see you in the games section.